Okay, so everybody give me a thumbs up. Now what you want to do, you want to take this thumb and place it directly in the center of the back of the neck. So if you'll notice, I'm not sticking up over the top. We don't want to see that, because if I have my thumb like this, look how much I can move it. Whereas if I have my thumb way up here, I've got no motion. So that's going to be really important for starting off, okay? So just keep that in mind. We're going to have one really important exercise that we're going to do throughout the entire course. That is called the chromatic scale. So chromatic is just a fancy word for all the notes, and scale is just basically a group of notes, and we'll learn a lot more about that as we go. But to start off with the chromatic scale, again, thumb dead center of the neck behind the second fret right here. Okay, we're going to take our first finger. We're going to put it on our very first fret, which is the wood part in between the nut right here and the fret wire. So right there in the wood part. We want to play on our fingertips as much as possible. We want it almost to be as if we're holding a baseball or a grapefruit or something like that, okay? So we're going to play that, okay? And you may not have it come out too clean the first time. That's okay. We're going to certainly build into this. But getting the muscle memory down is really important. So after we play one, we're going to keep it down. We're going to play two while keeping one down. Then we keep that down, and we play three with the third finger. And then after that, we play four with the pinky. This is going to feel really weird if you don't have any experience with the guitar. Don't worry too much about it. You'll notice the good thing is, as I go, because I have this movement with my thumb, my hand kind of pivots, okay? So we're just going to follow that. We're going to do that pattern all the way down. So now we go down to the next string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Being mindful to keep our fingers on. We do that all the way down. Next string. End with all the fingers down on the highest string down here at the bottom. Okay, so we will learn how to come back up, but don't start that yet because I want to make sure we don't get any bad habits going. So again, once more, we always leave our fingers down. 1, 2, 3, 4, next string. And the reason that we do this, we actually get a few different benefits from this. One, we get to strengthen all of our fingers, because obviously for most of us, our first and second and third fingers are going to be a little more strengthened than our pinky. So we need to build him up. And it's also going to start a communication between the left hand and the right hand, because right now, a lot of us when we start may not be right on the beat. It may sound more like this. Choppy or something like that, which is totally normal, but this is one way we're going to begin to get out of that. So now, one thing I forgot to mention with the chromatic scale is we can do this either with our fingers, with a pick. So for example, if we're playing with our thumb, that's fine to start, like so. If we're playing with a guitar pick, I don't have one on me, but let's just pretend I do, because I can use my fingernail. We can either do it down strokes, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we get really used to that, then we can try alternate strokes, which is down, up, and so on. And eventually we'll even get into some of the fingerstyle stuff, but that's probably a little quick to jump into that. We're going to start here. This is our lowest string. The reason it's called low is because of pitch. Even though this one's lower to the floor, closer to the floor if you will, we talk about pitch. So lower in pitch is going to be this, okay? This is going to be your E string. So the saying we're going to remember is eat a delicious, good breakfast every day. One more time, eat a delicious, good breakfast every day. Say that several times, get that committed to memory. Eat a delicious, good breakfast every day. Okay? One more time. E, A, D, G, B, E. Now if you'll notice, we have two E's, right? Eat a delicious, good breakfast every day. So this one is our low E because it's lower in pitch. This one is our high E. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you something with the right hand. If it doesn't make sense, that's totally fine. I just want to give you the option to look into it. So now we're looking at the right hand, okay? So we're going to look at our thumb. Our thumb is going to cover our top 3 strings, but for the case of this, it's going to cover just the very top one, again, our low E, okay? Now, we're not going to use our pinky in this, but every other finger we will use. So you're going to put your third finger under that high E string at the very bottom, your second finger under the one right above that, and then your first right above that. So let's see if this helps show. So we have 3, 2, 1, thumb. And what we're going to want to do is pick the thumb down, first finger pick up, second finger pick up, and third finger pick up. So we have thumb, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Reset all those fingers on those strings. take this as slow as you need to. We want to get it clean rather than fast, because eventually that will catch up to us. So 1 thumb, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So once you get used to that, and we start to work with the left hand, just to give you an idea, we'll be able to do something like this. So we have the chromatic scale that we talked about. And then we also have our string names that we talked about. Remember, eat a delicious, good breakfast every day. Good advice for both the guitar and for a healthy lifestyle. And then we also have what we just covered with the right hand finger picking technique. Thank y'all, God bless, and let me know if you have any questions. Take care.